Hello fellow soil lovers, if you're anything like me, winter can feel like a slow season for the garden, but let me let you in on a little secret. Winter is the perfect time to give your soil some real magic. Forget the bagged compost and synthetic fertilizers for a moment. Today, we're diving into 7 ancient alchemist-inspired hacks that will transform your soil into a thriving ecosystem ready to burst with life when spring arrives. These are not just old wives' tales passed down through the ages. These methods are rooted in centuries of observation, trial and error by gardeners and farmers who understood the soil as a living, breathing entity. Whether you're a beginner, just discovering the joy of planting, or a seasoned green thumb looking for an edge, these hacks will give your garden the boost it deserves. I know what you're thinking. Compost has been a gardener's staple forever. Why would I need anything else? Well, while modern compost is a fantastic start, it often lacks microbial diversity, fast-acting nutrients, and sometimes even specific mineral ratios that certain plants crave. Many commercial fertilizers and bagged composts are designed for convenience, not long-term soil health. Over time, they can leave your garden nutrient poor or out of balance. This is where ancient alchemist hacks shine. They are crafted to deliver nutrients in harmony with nature, fostering microbes, enhancing soil structure, and promoting vigorous plant growth, often faster than traditional compost alone. One of my favorite winter projects is making FPJs. These are liquid fertilizers made from fresh plants and sugar, fermented to release an abundance of nutrients and beneficial microbes. Imagine giving your soil a green smoothie packed with vitamins. Here's how I do it. I chop about 1 kilogram of comfrey or moringa leaves and mix them with 1 kilogram of sugar in 5 liters of water. I stir it daily and let it ferment for 5 to 7 days. The result? A potent, nutrient-rich liquid that smells slightly sweet and earthy. For use, I diluted about 1 to 500 for a foliar spray, or 1 to 200 for a soil drench around my plants. It's amazing to see how quickly leaves become greener and stems stronger. Calcium is critical, especially during winter when plants can suffer from weak stems and poor fruit set. Ancient gardeners used crushed eggshells or bones to feed the soil slowly and sustainably. I simply collect eggshells, rinse them dry and crush them into a fine powder. For a small garden bed of 1 square meter, about 100 grams is enough. Sprinkle evenly around your plants and water it in gently. This method gradually releases calcium and other trace minerals into the soil, improving structure and enhancing plant resilience. Over time, I've noticed that tomatoes, peppers, and leafy greens develop far fewer blossom and rot issues when fed with this ancient booster. Seaweed has been used for centuries along coasts as a natural soil enhancer. It's rich in growth hormones, minerals, and trace elements that plants adore. For a DIY approach, I soak 50 grams of dried seaweed in a liter of water for 24 hours. After soaking, I dilute it 1 to 100 before spraying or applying to the soil. Using this method over the winter, I've observed stronger root systems and more vibrant leaves, even when outdoor temperatures drop. It's like giving your plants a gentle, nourishing hug that helps them weather the cold months. If you've ever wondered how to supercharge soil microbes, this one is for you. Biochar, combined with composted manure, creates an environment for beneficial microbes to thrive. I soak equal parts biochar and composted manure in 10 parts water for 3 days, stirring occasionally. Once ready, I apply about 500 milliliters per plant or 2 liters per square meter. The difference is remarkable. Soil becomes more crumbly, water retention improves, and plants seem to soak up nutrients more efficiently. This winter, consider this as your microbial kickstarter. Your future harvest will thank you. For a quick winter nitrogen boost, fish amino acid is unparalleled. It's made by fermenting fish scraps with molasses and water, releasing nitrogen, phosphorus, and trace elements that plants immediately absorb. I mix 1 part fish scraps with 1 part molasses and 3 parts water, fermenting the mixture for 2 weeks. When ready, I dilute 1 to 1,000 for foliar sprays, or 1 to 200 for soil application. The growth response is noticeable within days. Greener leaves, stronger stems, and a more vigorous overall appearance. Winter pests can be sneaky, but, a little garlic and chili can help. Beyond pest deterrence, this extract actually fosters a lively microbial environment. I blend 5 garlic cloves and 2 chili peppers with 1 liter of water, strain, and apply directly to the soil and plant base. Not only do my plants seem less bothered by insects, but the soil appears more active and nutrient-rich. It's an easy, natural way to encourage microbial diversity while keeping your plants safe. Mulch teas are, honestly, an ancient secret to nourish soil without disturbing plants. By soaking nutrient-rich leaves, you create a slow-release tea that seeps directly into the soil. I soak a kilogram of fresh mugwort or comfrey leaves in 10 liters of water for 24 hours. Then, I pour the tea around the base of my plants. Over time, I notice enhanced leaf growth, stronger roots, and better soil texture. It's like feeding your garden a gentle wintertime tonic. Here's a fun experiment I love to share on Soil Sage Chronicles. Pick 2 identical plants, harvest 2 types of leaves, for example, comfrey and moringa, and prepare separate fermented plant juices with the same fermentation ratios. Apply each FPJ to its respective plant, using the same dilution and application frequency. Track the differences in leaf color, size, and overall vigor over 2 to 4 weeks. This isn't just science for science's sake. It's a practical way to see which ancient hack resonates best with your specific garden conditions. You might find one FPJ produces greener leaves, while the other boosts fruit set. Either way, your soil wins. One of the most common questions I get is, how do I scale these hacks for my garden? The trick is consistency and proportionality. For a small garden of about 1 square meter, 500 milliliters of FPJ per plant works perfectly. For a medium garden of 10 square meters, about 5 liters per application is ideal. Large gardens, like 100 square meters or more, should scale proportionally, always keeping dilution ratios consistent. Remember, the key isn't to drown your plants, it's to nurture them gently but consistently. Applying these boosters 1 to 2 times per week during winter will maintain microbial activity and keep your soil alive. Throughout my years of experimenting with these ancient methods, I've learned a few practical tips. Always keep your soil lightly moist, rotate the types of leaves and organic inputs you use, and combine liquid boosters with a layer of mulch to conserve nutrients and warmth. Observing and recording your results is just as important as the application itself. It's how you learn what truly works in your garden. Winter doesn't have to be a time of dormancy. By embracing these 7 ancient alchemist hacks: fermented plant juices, eggshell powders, seaweed, biochar teas, fish amino acids, garlic chili extracts, and mulch teas, you can revitalize your soil, boost microbial activity, and give your plants a head start on spring. These methods are tried, tested, and endlessly adaptable. Start small, track results, and watch your garden transform into a thriving, vibrant ecosystem. And remember, the beauty of these ancient hacks is that they work for everyone, from beginners just starting their first garden bed to experienced gardeners seeking that extra edge. If you found these tips useful, don't forget to subscribe to Soil Sage Chronicles and share this guide with fellow gardeners. Together, we can bring the magic back to our soil, one plant at a time.